everybody. I'm sure everybody's busy Christmas shopping and everything. This is Ginger here, Ginger's Rant Show. And yes, I'm a little bit, how should I say this? I've been cleaning a little bit. I'm getting things ready for surgery on my hand, this hand, on Friday. And the middle finger, anytime I type, my middle finger gets worse and worse and worse. And it's not funny. Anyway, it is 42 degrees. It is a little bit chilly outside. I've been out taking the garbage out, and somewhat sunny. The squirrels are making a mad dash trying to double check their stash and their supplies, because they survive on nuts and everything. So we do have a few nut trees around here. There's nut trees out in the back too. Meow. Loki says hi. Anyway, this may be a short video, short rant here. Of course, you know, in the last few days, Trump is really getting nailed by Jack Smith. And he now lost a special master that has now been canceled, which is good. It should teach him a lesson, a thing or two. Cannon was threatened to, well, not threatened, she was told that, okay, that's great, Carol. Thank you very much, Carol. Love you. Also in my announcement here, I won't be on Friday, obviously, because of my hand surgery. So I won't be on Friday. Monday, I may be on, but it depends on how I'm feeling. Usually they say the second or third or fourth day is usually the second and fourth day is usually the worst days on, surgery and everything. But it depends on the person. It depends on what they find. Hi, Dorothy. Nice seeing you. Anyway, as I said before, Mr. Jack Smith is now tightening the screws. I mean, he's really using every tool available in his toolbox to hold Trump accountable. It takes time, because they have mountains and mountains of evidence to go through and everything. And they want to make sure everything is organized. Trump has now lost every single court case. He lost the appeals case. Some of his lawsuits that people launched against him are going through. He cannot really do business anymore in New York because of his conviction. The company's convicted of fraud. And I think a lot of executives should go to jail for that. They should just not just slap the company for a fine. They should just arrest the top people in that organization for it and spend a few years in jail. Well, look at the FTX guy. He is now in prison. So, let's see, what else? Anyway, it's been discovered in Mark Meadows' text messages. He was in contact on the day of January 6th. He was in contact with 32 congressional members that supported Trump. Well, you know who they are. Mostly Republican. And because they wanted to overturn the election. Well, you can't do that. No, it's a done deal. And they could go to jail for that. I think the 14th Amendment should be slapped on them, as well as Trump. Because anybody who supports insurrection against our government on that should be penalized for it. And they should not be allowed to run for office again either. So it's not really 32, it's 36. I found a few more. They said Trump is losing. There's been a lot of talk of what's happening and what's things. So I think maybe just suspecting, let's put it this way, maybe by the end of the year that he who shall not be named will be indicted and put in prison, put in jail, tried, convicted, and sentenced. So anyway, as far as that, weather-wise, the United States is being battered all across the country from storms, tornadoes. There have been in one county in the south that's been hit by a tornado and 7 people have been injured. There's also blizzard conditions happening, which is not good. I lived through a blizzard years ago in Alaska. When it hits, and it hits hard. They're expecting more snow/rain here. Here in Lakewood. They had to temporarily shut down eastbound I-90, which goes over the pass to the other side of the state, Washington State, temporarily because there was so much snow that they had to bring in plows and everything just to shovel off the snow so people could see where they're going and see where the roads are. So they're working on that. It just reopened again this morning. So eastbound, or westbound is okay, doing okay somewhat, but the eastbound that seems to get it. So, I hope we don't get any more wild winter storms here, because we really don't need it, per se. Let's see, what else in the news? I'm sorry. Let's see, anything. And of course, if any of you follow the football world, Tom Brady's been getting battered. I find that kind of funny. Getting battered, and he doesn't really have any good. Hey, Teresa, hola, ¿cómo está? What was I saying about Brady? He doesn't really have good sportsmanship ethics. And he goes in these hissy fits when he loses the game. Well, it's all about numbers. Same as an election, it's all about numbers. And if you're doing good, you're doing good. If you're doing bad, well, figure out the strategy for next time. Right now, it'll be interesting on January 3rd how the House Speaker is going to turn out. There are a lot of people who don't want McCarthy as House Speaker. They said we should be concentrating on other issues and not just glomming on to committee meetings against Biden and everything else. And they don't have anything. all they want to do is just waste time and not focus on the real issues, which they should be. And Green should be, she should be in jail. Because she did the day before January 6th, she did do a band tour, which she wasn't supposed to do. Because that was during that time, during COVID. And there were not supposed to be any tours. Did she listen to the rules? No. She chose to be a spoiled brat about it. So, we'll just have to wait and see on January 3rd, 2023. I really do. Now, President Biden hasn't decided whether he's going to run or not. He may not. He just set the stage, ball rolling and fixing our issues and getting that out of the way. And, yeah, they do need to lock her up, Teresa. Her, McCarthy, and Jordan, those that supported Trump on the insurrection, they just need to be given the proverbial boot. And I think now, since Nancy Pelosi's still House Speaker for right now, she should deny Green's reinstatement into the Congress because of that. And when she's been staying and everything else. And even over the weekend, last weekend, when they held the Young Republicans Club in New York, you heard the comment that Green said, well, if she ran the January 6th insurrection, she would have done this and this and this and this. A lot of people were not impressed with her on that. And good majority of people don't like her. McCarthy doesn't like her. People don't like Cruz at all. Matter of fact, I don't think he's getting any chairmanships or committee assignments at all. So I think the Senate's going to be much stronger than the House, but I'm sure the Democrats will say, hey, you know, the Republicans don't have a full majority. They have a very slim majority. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the mainstream GOP, not the radicals like Green or anything, are going to caucus with the Democrats and say, you know what, this is what we need to do, and get things done and stuff done. Now, also the other day, President Biden signed into federal law the Respect for Marriage Act. This covers the LGBTQ people that are married, and all 50 states, their marriage is recognized in all 50 states, no discrimination whatsoever, and same way with those with interracial marriages. They get the same benefits like you and I do. Except I'm not married now, but those that are married. And you know what? If a same-sex want to get married, that's fine. I'm happy for them. Maybe there's a reason behind it. They said a good majority of those that are lesbian or gay men that marry to each other do it for safety reasons, do it for domestic and safety reasons. Because maybe they were abused. And they don't really necessarily trust always the opposite sex, for whatever reason, like women do. Because a lot of them have been abused. which is wrong, you know. Let's see. So anyway, I'm happy the act has passed and the Defense of Marriage Act was revoked. It was thrown out. It didn't help anybody or anything by doing this. Also, though the people that complain about the churches and everything else, I go, you know what? Yes, there should be freedom of religion. But when somebody wants to worship at a church or whatever, let them. What they do is their business. But if you really look at our laws, really look at the history of our laws, a lot of it's based on the Bible. In many ways. Some ways it's based on that. Also, it's based on Roman and Greek law. It's based on that. Also, it's based on the Old English law as well. So all of our laws are based on those historical situations. Okay? That's right. That's very true, Teresa. To each his own, and that's been my motto for years. Whatever they do that makes them happy, I'm happy for them. You know, if they're not happy, then they could change it. Each of us, if the situation's not right or we're not happy about something, we work to change it, right? So I work to change mine. I try to work my store. I try to work on a number of things. Right now, my community manager is asking volunteers to decorate our Christmas trees here on our third floor. So I might consider doing that, but right now, with my hand being what it is, I can't really do it right now, because I don't know how much mobility I'm going to have with it after the surgery. Probably going to be tough taking out the garbage for it, so, no, I don't think he will either, Teresa. He said he's starting to have some issues. Well, when all of us, like you and I, we all get older, and each year something pops up. And it catches up with us. It depends on what we did in our youth, you know. With me, I had horses for 30 years. I used to ride and train horses. Of course, I'd gotten thrown a number of times, gotten bucked off, gotten stepped on, gotten run over. And of course, every time that happens, my horse stopped and looked at me like, what are you doing down on the ground, type thing. Or they're concerned. So, all of us get older, and yeah. Well, I'm paying for it, and as far as horse injuries go, I'm paying for it now because of my shoulder. I had shoulder surgery on this in 2016. And of course, my left hand is now, I'm a trigger finger, so it's been, you get jerked on. But in any sport, you do. Whether it's ice skating, or gymnastics, or you play girls basketball, or you play softball, there's bound to be injuries in any sport. And people say, well, none of these things are safe. Well, when you don't participate in any sports or anything else, a lot of things are not safe either. You drive drive your car, you walk across the street and just hope somebody obeys the traffic signs and everything, and half the time they don't. So you're always careful, just be aware of your surroundings. See where I am on my time, it's 1:20, okay. Other than that, we still got a lot of work to do. Still got to keep pushing back, reminding people, vote in every election, even midterms, even your school bonds and everything else. Vote for that. You want to make your kids. The other thing is education. That should be important there too, and should tell our school districts, school boards, say, look, you work for us. We don't work for you. Yeah, I know that feeling, Teresa. Because there are times at night when the cats play tag, I could tell who's playing and who jumps on me. Loki's the heaviest of the two boys, and he'll run over me. He weighs about, 10, 11 pounds, but he's mostly muscle. Loki is. So, Cyrano, not so much. Cyrano just likes to cuddle when he feels like cuddling. So, anyway, again, I will not be doing my rant on Friday, but I will post something later on, maybe Saturday morning. I'll post something, say, hey, I'm okay, that type of thing, and I'll just be typing with one hand. So, anyway, check out my store. I do have some stuff in there. So gingerstoremore.com. If you don't have the link to it, I mean, give you the link to it. Okay? So anyway, just check it out there. I go through Shopify. I will. I think he'll fix it. He said there's been some swelling in the center joint, so that's what happens when you have trigger fingers. Not everybody gets it. There's some that do. He said, what, 10 out of 100 people or something like that do get it, have that problem. So, but anyway, check out my store. And I'll be working on promoting it and everything else. I will post this video on my YouTube channel. I need people for my YouTube channel too. Subscribe to that. And I'll work on it, see if I can liven things up, make things look better, looks fresher, not so dull or anything. But anyway, thank you for coming today. I love you guys, and I will see you. I may not be at the Blue Dot meeting tomorrow night, because my daughter will be here. So, I will talk to you guys later. I love you all, and be sure to insist, persist, and share as much as you can, and, just have a good weekend. Thank you, Teresa. Muchas gracias. My Spanish is pretty limited right now. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later, okay? I love you all. Bye-bye.